I want to talk to you about investments. I did a very short stint after 9/11 with Morgan Stanley, a little side job adventure when the two towers went down in New York. They lost all of their office, hundreds of employees. And so they opened up, along with Merrill Lynch, as well as lost Charles Schwab, different offices around the country. They opened up one in Irvine, and they were hiring. And I decided I'd try my hand at that. They interviewed 250 people. They hired 3 out of 250. I was one of the 3 that they hired. And it was interesting learning about investments and securities. I took the Series 7 test, failed it the first time, didn't take it the second time, the Series 66. And during that time, I was working while I was studying for the test, kind of an apprentice type program. And you work with senior brokers, obviously, while you're learning and testing to qualify for your license, your security license. And it was interesting because it was all about the people. It wasn't really about the money. It was about the people. And learning what instruments to suggest or counsel them on based on their own individual peculiarities and particulars. It's not just selling anybody anything. It's pretty much you got to know their diet. You got to know their propensities, their proclivities, their biases, their passion, their risk ratio differences. You've got to get to know them. So you put on these events with coffee and cakes and things. And how best can you advise someone if you don't know them? You can't just treat them like an assembly line. If you have a fiduciary obligation to giving them not what puts more money in your pocket, but ensures that they are in it to win it. Because if they're in it to win it, they will ride those various waves of the market, ups and downs. They're not going to haul tail and run at the first sign of financial trouble. So you want people that are investing according to their bias, their personality, their passions, their faith, their love, and seeing who's willing to stay in the game will determine what kind of instrument you want to suggest that they get into. You're truly, truly a shepherd of managing and stewarding and advising and counseling regarding their money. And it seems many people find that a very lucrative field. It's a lot of work, that's for sure. And I can tell you that when I look at that compared to God's investment portfolio, I can't help but draw a cross comparison to the two. Because 2 things have to happen. One, there has to be someone interested in investing. And even if not directly interested in investing, interested in achieving a goal that they do not even recognize can be achieved through investing. So you have the ones that are directly interested in investing and those who don't even know. Oh, wow, I can invest and achieve this goal for college. I can invest and achieve this goal for retirement. I can invest and achieve this goal for ... right? And we say, hey, come over here. Have you considered this option? Have considered this avenue? Let me tell you about what we do, what we offer. But tell me about you first, so I'll know quite what to suggest to you. Now, God. I work for God. his hedge fund. He started it. And he sends me out, and Guy, who also does this in Israel, to be sensitive to see what we can say, what we can advise and counsel, based on someone who's actually looking. Seeking, you shall find. Knocking, it shall be open. Ask. But if you're not asking, if you're not seeking, you're not looking, if you're not hungry and thirsty, well, you may not, no matter what I say to you or anyone else says to you concerning the things of the Lord's investment portfolio, guess what? You're not going to really be that interested. And every now and then we can cast our fishing line out and maybe somebody will bite. And then comes the pitch, the presentation, the offer. This is what we have over here. And I don't know about there and that one. I can tell you what this one has. This is what we can do. Are you willing to invest in your soul? Are you willing to invest in your future? What is it you're trying to achieve in your future? What is it that you want right now, actually? There's long-term goals and short-term goals, long-term residuals and short-term return. And this, all of the above. There are benefits to your tax bottom line right now. Forget the ballooning dividends to come. There are benefits to investing right now in your soul. It's not just about the here and after. I mean, the after. It is about the here as well, but not just about the after, the by and by, when you die. No, there's great benefit, great return and reward right now. That God can give us life, not just in the life to come, but abundant life right here. Most people are drinking and drugs and all kinds of things because it's not money, it's no peace of mind. There's just no peace and no joy. The real wealth, the wealth of the spirit, the wealth of the mind, and yes, even the wealth of your health, your body, the wealth of relationships. Yes, yes, yes. This is what investment is about. And the benefit of those of us who have a stockpile of joy and peace of mind in the Lord, we take that and we invest in other people. And that's in every area. There is no greater investment, as Catherine Austin Fitts said in her interview with Tucker Carlson, the people bank. Everyone's investing in this commodity and that product and this stock and that option and that new startup, but who's investing in people? The greatest bank on the planet, the people bank. And isn't that true religion? To do just. Your brother in need, the poor, the hungry, the fellowship of the saints, the family. There is no greater investment than the investment in people. Saving people, helping people, being there for people. Your money, your time, your food, your clothes, your heart, your mind, your intellectual and creative properties, whatever you have, invested in your children, invested in your neighbors, invested in your brothers and your sisters, invested because that is the investment That is God's hedge fund. That we take what he has given us, the air that we breathe, and be your brother's keeper. Love each other. Be fruitful and multiply. Love each other. You cannot ignore your brothers and say you love God. Forgive each other. You cannot ask for forgiveness from God and do not forgive one another. Seek how you can invest in the thing that matters most to God. Doing God's work. Spreading God's message. Loving God's people. Being the hand of God with each other. Being the comforter to your friends that are grieving in sadness. The ones who are alone, visiting them. The ones who are sick, healing them. The ones who are lost, help find them. The ones who do not know, counsel and educate them. The ones who are lacking, provide for them. Invest, invest, invest in God, his work, his people, the message. That's God's bank, not the central bank. That's God's bank. And we all have been given an allotment. We are not without the ability and the resources in whatever way we can to invest. I've spent my whole life doing it. Remember my father telling me when I was 6 years old, I was never going to have anything because I give everything away. All I have, and I do it with joy and love, and I've seen it all return. And to this day, I still give it away. When I have a little, I give it away. When I have a lot, I give it away. I'm here through many dangerous toils and snares. And the Lord has not ever, ever failed in his promise. You're hurting, you're in need, go give it away and watch it come back. Watch it pay back. Watch it love back. Invest and rest in the Lord.